Peace, family. Welcome. Check in the room. We see that we have over 61 people waiting in the chat. So come on in the room, family. Let us know where you're hailing from. Say hello to the Soul family because everything is speeding up. We don't want to waste your time. We're going to get started very, very soon. But first, say hello. Greet everybody in the chat. This is, as you recall, I told you yesterday, Sheik Jacob Bey has told us this is the beginning of the 17th week of the year. So you knew to anticipate a lot of great news today. Check in, family. Come on in the room. I see so many people hailing from all over the world already. Hello, dynamic duo. Breaking news. Yes, the dynamic duo is breaking the codes today. Sheik Jacob Bey and Dr. Kia Pruitt. Hello, beautiful soul. It's good to see you as well. Come in the room. I see we have some issues in the chat. We apologize for that. Get you something to drink, a pen, a notepad, and bring all your questions because this is juicy. I see 229 people in the chat. Keep checking in, family. All right. Peace and greetings. Hello, TRR. Welcome. I see Sister Jackie in the background. Hello. Good afternoon, Florence. Come on in the room, family. Teaching soul tribe how to see through the night. Ancient scriptures and bloodlines she knows. Spreading truth. Oh, I love you all too. Come on in the room. I don't want to keep you long with this intro song. I'm just waiting for you to come in. Hello, Florence. Greetings, Maxine. Miss Goddess, it's good to see you from St. Louis, Missouri. Hello, Eternal Royalty. Hey. Y'all ever sing this song when you're waking up in the morning? I know I do. Some of you said you could hear it in your sleep. Breaking chains that hold us close, teaching paths to abundance and wealth, guiding others to free themselves. I see Sister Vanessa in the chat. Welcome. Come on in, Soul family. Louisville's in the house. It's where I raised my children for 20 years. She's helping her tribe to realign with wisdom, ancient and new, showing what we all can do. 358 people in the chat. Hit the like button, family. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way. I see you, Victorville, California. Hi, Sister Cheryl. Glorious Rising, Grace. Mrs. Whipped, hello. Greetings, Black Parish. Black Persia. Hey, Brother Timothy. Hi, Sister Shay. All right, come in the room, family. Like I said, this is the 17th week of the year, and we know 17 represents Q. So come on in, make yourself comfortable, pull up a chair, grab something to drink. Hey, even grab a snack, okay? Hello, Winlow. It's good to see you. I love you more. Expialidocious. Greetings, Sister Amelia. Ellen Moody's in the house. Oh, you said, Sister Amelia said, that's the jam right there. Almost 500 people in the chat. Come in, family. It's good to see you, Sister Ellen. Hello, Cass. Clarksville, Tennessee. Hey, you're in Egypt. Grand Rising, Toya. I see 42 brown sugar in the house. Joanne is in the house. Blair. Hello, Blair. Blair Warner. Peace to you too. Prince is in the house. Oh, I love you more. So good to see the Soul family. You all make my evening. You make my day. Come on in the room. Oh, you love my podcast. Thank you, TRR. TRR says you are so beautiful with a beautiful spirit and personality. I love you. Thank you so much. Welcome. Black Persia sends all hearts today. Greetings to you too, Johns. Dr. Cheryl Watkins is in the house. Grand Wednesday to you too, Queen. Exotic is in the house. Louisville, Kentucky, checking in. That's right. My hometown. Greetings, Jay. Ja. Oh, is that Sister or Brother Jackie? Says my two favorite educators, beautiful Dr. Kia Pruitt and the handsome Sheik Jacob Bey. Love you two so much as a duo. We love you back. Greetings, Universal. Hi, Henry. It's good to see Danielle. I am is in the house. Hello. Hey, Auntie. She says, hey, Auntie. Hey, Niecy. You like to call me that? You're welcome. Hi, Patricia. Good afternoon to you too. So I see Sister Sandra in the house. Shane says good evening. Jacqueline's in the house. Jacksonville, Florida. Duval. Greetings to you too. Keith Curry. We love Duval, don't we? Hey, Kamala. It's good to see you. Jaquan. Welcome. Blair. Hello. For all the way from where are you from, Blair? I thought that was going to be South California. No, you said hello, Soul Tribe. Treasury. Yes. Happy Earth Day, Treasury. This is Earth Day. So, family, we're going to get started in a few minutes. I'm sending you love back, Atari. Informed Rev, welcome. I'm glad you called us live too. 522 people in the chat. Check in, family. Hit the like button. It's always good to see FRB Supreme Magnetar. Jocelyn's in the house. Martha's in the house. Adjua's in the house. Adjua. I figured that was Ghana when I saw Adjua. Hello, greetings. It's good to see you all the way from Ghana. Wow. Joanne, I love you. And you love the song. Share the live, family. Sister Sarah says, wealthy day, everyone. Hello, Tammy. Brother Timothy's in the house. Duval. Hey, Timothy. Duval is in the house representing us tonight, right? Oh, Jamie says, you make me feel so good when I see you're coming on to raise our vibrations. Love from Craig Beach, Ohio. Thank you. CRT's in the house. What it do? North Kakalaki's in the house. Sister Nadine, I've been catching up today with your channel, Dr. Pruitt. So such refreshing news. I'm glad to hear that. Sister Gwendolyn, that's my twin. Well, I have baby sisters. One of them, they're both twins. So I was going to say my twin sister. One of my baby twin sisters' middle name is Gwendolyn. I raised the twins. Hi, Jeffrey. Greetings to you too. Ronell Bay, always good to see you in the house. Sister Shirley, you said you finally got me. Brother James, Brother Terrence is in the house. Spacey is in the house. Felicia, great evening to you. David, good evening. Almost 600 people in the house today. Sister Sheila, greetings to you. LVH is in the house. Erica, welcome. Big Swift's in the house. Cheryl's here. Hey there. Jeffrey Short. You know, you the man, okay? You the man. You the one who came to the Soul Tribe private group and told us about an investment that nobody else was looking into. Anybody want to join the secret group, or I shouldn't say secret, sacred group, the private group where we talk about intel, we talk about currencies. Last week we shared protocol for currency exchanges. Brother Jeffrey is in that group, and he's been talking to us about some things. Then we had Sheik Jacob Bey to come in the group, and some other people to come in last week, guest speakers to talk to us about how close we are to foreign currency exchanges and what we know about it, how many people we know that are involved in it, what the protocol is, like what do you need to take, what your humanitarian projects need to look like. We did all that last week in our private group. So if you want to join the private group, there's a link right here. I'm putting it in the chat. Hit that link button. Jacob Bey says, hey fam, you put that in the private chat. I don't think they can see it. Jacob. Also, if you want to join the private group, you can go to any of my videos and hit join, or go to my main channel on the Dr. Kia Pruitt Show on YouTube. But here it is right here. Hit that link button. Somebody just told me underneath the last live, this is the best subscription they've ever had, or they ever been a member to on YouTube, because we go in with serious detail, and it's private. So the people in the group are very, very serious about finances, wealth, family, legacy. Is all positivity, and everybody's just sharing and talking and bringing information. We're all a resource to one another. So I'm very grateful for those of you who are a member. Jeffrey Short has always supported us there. Sister Shay's in the house. Avia's in the house. All right, you're welcome. Flint, Michigan. My best friend Sonia's from there. Hey, Lynn Turner, keep checking in. Almost 700 people. Sister Shirley's in the house. You made it. Sister Elizabeth, we made it. We survived. Didn't we make it, family? Nolan's in the house. You know, New Orleans has the oldest indigenous people on the planet, the Washita people. United Nations came out in the 1990s and said that the oldest indigenous people on the planet are the Washita tribe out of New Orleans. And there is an empress from there. She's deceased now. She's transitioned. Empress Birthrights Gaston L. Turner Bay. Look her up. She's on YouTube. Look for her books also. Who actually sued the United States Incorporated, took them to court. Hi, Sister Shirley. And won her claims in the amount of $85 quadrillion for the United States Incorporated, stealing the land from the Washita people, the indigenous peoples here, erroneously classified as Black, Negro, colored. Hi, Courtney. She won her case, and we're living in that time now where it's time to reap. Time for the United States to pay up. Not just the indigenous people, pay up to all of us, the Americas, and everybody all across the globe that they have stolen from. Hey, Millard, Amy's in the house. Sister Cheryl's in the house. El Monte, what a beautiful name. Khalees is in the house. Boss Dogs here. Who is the Herbo? Sister Sabrina. Denise is in the house. Positive Queen on Purpose. I love it. Keith Curry's in the house. Hey, Irma. Sister Gwendolyn. Gratitude to you too, Grady. It's my pleasure. Emma, Charlene, LVH. Central Texas is in the house. Tanya's here. Kingdom. I love it. Crystal, welcome. Hi, Janie. I see you all here. All right. Sister Irma. Boom in the house. Rafa. Daquan says, greetings. You said my name right and never heard me say it. Thank you for the acknowledgement. Hi, Rev. Ray's in the house. Eugene's in the house. Imogene from New Jersey. Sharon Housley. Hey, Taj Diami says, Pruitt. He calls me by my last name. You and my brother, the only one who does that. Call me by my last name. Best friend, close friends for well over a decade, probably about 15 years. Greetings from Belgium. Hey, Happy Feet. Oh, we cannot wait to hear from Taj. He got some good information he's going to bring to the Soul Tribe for those of you who are interested in alternative investments. So look out for that coming up very, very soon. I'm not going to give away the secret. It's something other than silver and gold. Silver and gold, yes, but he's got some other things people have been asking me about, okay? So we look forward to him coming soon. Happy Feet from Belgium. Ninja, somebody's like, why are you going through the chats and acknowledging people? Because I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you're here. And I just want to give you a shout out to let you know I appreciate you all. I love you very much. You didn't have to take the time to be here. I'm grateful. Jeffrey Short says, hey, Queen. Minga's here. Palm Bay, Florida's in the house. Beautiful area. Thank you for being here. Raji says, peace, love, and light to the chat. Ashira says, greetings. Gary is in the house from Alaska. Hello, Aunt Cakes. Raymond is in the house, says, hello from Arizona. Hamburg, Germany is here. Wow. Hi, Richard. It's good to have you. Hi, Reen. Good to see you. Empress, is that Empress Alan or Alan? Good to see you. Peace to you. Hello, Soul family. I see our Rumble family in the house. High five, M3. Raji says, love and light to you, Dr. Kia. Emily from Alaska saying it's cold there. It's cold in Alaska? Girl, it was in the 80s here. Sister Emily, it's 77 right now. All right, just give me a few more minutes. Clarence is in the house. Thank you for your lives. You're welcome. You're welcome. Make sure you hit that like button, family. North Kakalaki's in the house. Hi, S. French. Bullhead City, Arizona is here. Florida's in the house. 40 degrees in Alaska. Good Lord. Make sure you hit that like button, family, as you enter the room. Dale's checking in from Knoxville, Tennessee. Keith Curry's in the house. What's going on with the Venezuela Bolivar? Are you in a private group? Because we talk about those things extensively. I can tell you what. I can tell you that the government from Venezuela said Trump did not steal oil, but he bought oil from them, and that they're using it to back up the Bolivar and revalue it against the United States dollar. I can tell you that. And there's so much more going in Venezuela, but join a private group. Here's the link right there. I just pulled it up and I'll put it in the chat. Hi, Vicky. Copper Granny's in the house. Millard's here. All right, we about to get started. Looks like we're getting close. All right, family. So this is the 17th week. I'm going to acknowledge some more of you in a few minutes as we get on into the podcast, but everything is speeding up. As a matter of fact, this is breaking news. It has already sped up. The global reset has begun. It has started. And I'm not talking about the cabal reset. Some people are like, oh, no, not the reset. Yes. What reset am I talking about? I'm talking about where they push that button and start everything all over again. Everything's going back to zero. This is the 10th year. The end of a whole cycle. What makes it the 10th year? 2026. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6. According to the Gregorian calendar. So that means everything has to be reset. Go back to zero, not only reset, but we're going back to the vibration of 1 when everything was high vibrational. In order to explain that in more detail, I'm bringing on for you today your favorite Sheik, the one and only decoder, the brother hailing from Egypt, my great friend that I've known for several years, and a wonderful colleague of mine and a brother of yours, none other than Sheik Jacob Bey. Help me to welcome the Sheik family. Put some hearts in the chat. Come on now. Before I bring them up, I want to see some hearts if you appreciate Sheik Jacob Bey and how he breaks down everything. Let us see some hearts. I want to see some ones in the chat. If your brother brings the scoop, if he brings the news, if he raises your vibrations, if he helps you to understand, overstand, understand, comprehend what's going on, let's see some hearts in the chat and some ones in the chat. So, family. So, without any further ado, family, thank you for all the love. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the ones. None other than Sheik Jacob Bey is in the house. Let me welcome him to the stage. Hey, Sheik.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
It's so much going on. You know it is.
What in the world? What is going on?
Well, if you recall, my last interview with you was on what day? Was it 420?
Yes, it was 420.
Okay.
It was.
And then we were telling everybody then, that the next day, which was yesterday, was going to be basically their last day.
Yes.
We said that, right?
Yes, sir.
And true enough, and I'm sure a lot of people were probably just kind of waiting on some things to kind of like, are we going to see, Jesus coming from the sky or something like that?
Okay.
But there was a reset.
All right.
And it was a reset. It was a spiritual reset that took place.
Interesting.
Okay. A lot of it happened with, our people have been controlled by the Vatican. That's Roman law.
Okay.
That's that all capital letters name, by the way. And we've been controlled by the Crown, which is the British Accredited Registry, the bar.
The courts?
Huh?
The courts? That would be the courts?
Well, that's the Crown of England. And all those judges, they pay homage to that crown. Right?
Okay.
That's the bar.
Yes, sir.
British Accredited Registry. Then you had Trump giving the he gave his little speech when he quoted, what was it, 2 Chronicles 7 verses 11 through 22.
You said it's what he was going to be reading, and that's what he read.
That's what he read.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All this stuff ties together.
Okay.
Because those are the three things that we've been under. The Pope, the Crown, and the United States Corporation.
Okay.
That's Pope Francis. Now you can say Leo the 14th. The Queen Elizabeth. That's the Crown. And then you had President Trump. So you've been under the corporation, the Crown, and the Pope, right?
Okay. Yes.
The Pope represents a false god.
I see.
Right?
Yes.
That's the false god. The Crown represents the false royalty. Because you're the and the corporation represents the dead.
Okay.
Right?
Yes,
because they only can control the dead, not the living. Their authority is over the dead and not the living. And once people understand that, you might be able to operate a little differently.
Okay.
But see, we're going into everlasting life. That's where we are now.
All right.
That's why today is Earth Day. And Earth Day is a new beginning.
I see.
You get it?
Okay.
Okay, so let's get deep about it. Yesterday would have been 100 years of Queen Elizabeth. 100. She would have been 100 if she had been alive. She would have been 100 yesterday. Also, yesterday would have marked 1 year since Pope Francis has been dead. April 25th, 21st, of 2025
Wow.
to now. Then yesterday also marked exactly 70 weeks since Trump held that Bible upside down.
I remember when he held, was that during his first
That was on
administration?
that was on June the 20th,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, June 20th, 2020. Exactly 70 weeks. And 70, we're going to go into that when you
Okay.
go into that email. We're going to break it down even more.
Okay. Okay.
But 70 actually means completion.
Mm.
And it means a reset.
All right. All right. Let's
Right?
get it cracking. Yes.
So the reset already happened. They planned this stuff all along. And for all your soul tribe, you remember I said every time you see an H, it means reversal.
Yes.
Well, Trump held the Bible upside down after he crossed over H.
H Street. You told us that.
I told you that.
Yes.
And it was a reversal.
And people were saying, oh, he's being sacrilegious. They were so upset when he did that.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Mm.
This thing gets so deep. And I'm so happy to be alive to see it.
Yes. Yes. I know, because you called me today. You was like, it happened. It happened. You were so ecstatic.
Yeah. Cause I'm feeling reborn.
Mm.
I feel energized. I feel hopeful.
Yes.
I don't see things in a dark way, no matter what, because what they did to us is over.
Mm.
They even had a bomb threat in Egypt today,
No.
which was in Memphis, Tennessee, at the pyramid.
What?
At a little bit after 11 a.m. You just been telling everybody in your soul tribe to put in them ones, didn't you?
Yes. Yes.
Guess
So,
what time it started, Dr. Kia?
oh my God.
111.
111. What?
11:01 a.m. And that's when they said, oh, it's a bomb threat in Memphis at the Bass Pro Shop, pyramid.
And Memphis.
Memphis.
It was a ritual.
Pardon?
It was it a ritual?
Huge ritual.
Is that a ritual?
It is a ritual.
Mm.
Bass, BASS equals 41.
Mm.
B is 2, A is 1, that's 3. S is 19, S is 19.
Wow.
19 and 19 is 38, plus that's 41. Oh, you pulling it up?
Mm.
And look. You just pulled it
Yes,
up.
I was trying to pull it up my computer.
Wait. And they were showing you the price of the hotel or something, and it said $41. Go back to that. You just had it.
It did. Oh man. Wow.
Pulled up.
Let me get back there because it started glitching.
Oh, did it?
Let me get back there. You did.
How did you
It
get back to
did.
that?
Okay.
That was awesome.
It was on, let me see. Was it local new MSM? No, MSN. Okay, here we go.
Got to it.
Here it is. I didn't see that price though. I didn't see 41. You be catching things.
I do, but I'm trying
Memphis Bass Pro Shop evacuated after. It was it an ad?
Yeah, it was something that popped up. It said $41.
I don't see it now.
Yeah, that's okay.
Wow, it must have been an ad.
Yeah, girl.
Very interesting. You got an eye for those things.
Yeah.
But here it is. Here's another one that actually says it was in a pyramid. Are you gonna
Correct.
go through that?
Well, we're already touching on it, but
Look,
what you got?
Bass Pro period evacuated after bomb threat. Okay, Bass Pro Pyramid evacuated after bomb threat. MPD reports. Officers responded to a bomb threat at the pyramid just after 11 a.m. on Wednesday, April 22nd. So you got two master numbers, 11 and 22.
And that's something just like he quoted last night.
Here's the pyramid.
Verses 11 through 22.
Wow. Second Chronicles 7, 11 through 22.
There you go.
You can't make this up.
You can't make it up.
And Memphis is Egypt.
Memphis is Egypt.
Wow.
Right off the Mississippi.
So should I ask you what this means, or?
Well, that's okay.
Which is where?
Which is right off the Nile River. You know, that's the Mississippi.
Ah. Okay.
Right. And what's so crazy about it?
Mm.
They have right next to the Memphis pyramid. What's that name of that hospital? The Children's Hospital, St. Jude's.
Okay.
Right? Danny Thomas, St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Right in front of that hospital is a statue of a Moor.
Wow.
Got the fez on and everything. And that's part of their whole logo. You can pull up their little logo, say St. Jude's. You do that if you don't mind, so you can show your soul tribe. St. Jude's Children's Hospital logo.
What am I looking at? St.
Jude's.
Okay, let me go here.
Children's Hospital logo.
St. Children's Hospital logo. Okay. I don't know if this is it, but let me pull it up. It looks like a child.
You see one that has a little fez and a teddy bear?
Let me see.
Art.
No, I don't see that one.
Okay.
St. Jude's Children's Research. Maybe I'm looking for the wrong thing. Let me look again. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna look again. If you want to keep talking, I'll look it up while you're talking.
Yeah. So all the bomb threat represented was time is up. Time is up.
Oh.
You remember now, Prince did the song 1999, and at the end of it, he said, "Mommy, why does everybody have a bomb?" Because he says 2000 party over, oops, out of time.
All the time, yes.
Party like it's 1999, right? And what he's saying, I don't know if people remember the movie The Matrix, right?
Yes.
But the movie came out in 1999. Then you know that, you had the world of the corporation, which is the Matrix. And then you had Morpheus trying to get Neo out of that Matrix to be, amongst the land of the living. That's why he said, take the red pill or the blue pill. The red means life. The blue one meant death.
Oh.
You remember that?
Yes.
What was his name? Morpheus.
The Morpheus. Sheik, before you go any further, because you cooking, Sister Janine, our moderator, asked, is there a picture of you on your Cash App? So, because there are so many different Jacobs. Your Cash App is $ all rights reserved. People want to donate, but they want to make sure it's you.
Mine has the little EBS logo on there now. The Emergency Broadcast System. It has those colors. So if y'all see that, that's me.
Okay.
EBS.
And for that's because she's on the answer. Okay. So that was $ all rights reserved for anybody who's donating to him. Because you all
Thank
y'all
you.
know he gonna come with proof today and every day. It's also at the bottom of the screen on the ticker, family. But if you can't, are people able to get through that one? Because if not, I can show them the other.
Yeah, you show them the other one. I just
The
saw it.
other one is more rights reserved. The other Cash App, MOORRIGHTSRESERVED. And we appreciate all of your goodness and your kindness, family, all your donations.
We do.
All right, Sheik.
So that Memphis pyramid, as I told you all before, oh my God, I'm having revelations now as I speak to you. Okay, as I told you before, it was built in the year 1991,
Okay.
1991, which means the first shall be last, the last shall be first, right?
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
and 19 is also AI. One is
Right.
A, one is A, 9 is I, right?
Yes.
We are there. Okay. So the
Yes.
Memphis pyramid, as I said, Bass Pro Shop, BASS equals 41. And the pyramid is 322 meters tall,
Mm.
right? 322, that's in skull and bones.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you told us about Skull and Bones
And it had
in March.
a crystal skull on top of that pyramid.
Okay.
Right? But they
Yeah.
had removed the skull. They removed the skull, and it was done by the guy who was the owner of the Hard Rock Cafe. Right? And when they removed the skull, that was the skull of a deity.
Oh.
Ooh. So
Okay.
so that's why Memphis, Tennessee had all this chaos amongst our people, because when they had removed the skull, that meant there was a lot of chaos. That energy had nothing but chaos in that area. You remember now they had dismembered Osiris. You remember that?
Yeah.
They had him broken up into 7 different parts and tried to separate all his body parts. But they said that the penis, the phallus of Osiris, was in the Nile River.
Oh.
Which
I
is the
didn't know that.
Mississippi.
Okay.
That's why you see all these obelisks, which is the phallus. You see what I'm saying? Like
yes.
the Washington Monument ain't nothing but a phallus.
A phallus. Sure is. Who is this? Sister Michelle wants you to know or remind the Soul family, because you already know this. Yesterday was the anniversary of Prince's passing away or death. I didn't know that. Okay. Yes.
See, your soul tribe is catching on to this.
I see.
Because, see, you have to have, in the new kingdom, you have to have a king.
And a prince.
You have to have a queen. You got to have a prince.
Come on.
But you got to have an heir.
Got an heir.
Yes.
Yep, he passed away April the 21st, 2016 at the age of 57.
Ain't that something?
It is. And you told us though to look out for the 21st.
Yep. I also told you that you're going to be seeing a return of a deity.
You did.
Right?
Yes.
And all of a sudden, you got nothing but Michael Jackson news, and you have nothing but Obama news.
You sure do. And it's been popping up on my TikToks and Instagram. Yep. I had to send you a couple of videos. I was like, look at this.
That's it. And I had one of your Soul Tribe members send me a email, and she sent me this video of Obama doing all his famous little moments where he was everybody just loved Obama during his presidency. But the music background was Michael Jackson.
Wow.
tying two deities together.
Mm. So one is Akhenaten, right? That would be Obama, I think.
Yep. Oh,
Okay.
I love you. Yes.
Yeah. He looks like Akhenaten, and I don't know which
Yes.
one Prince is.
I don't know.
Okay.
But all I can tell you is when you have that kind of spirit and energy, it can't be denied. It's coming back. And it's coming
Mm.
back full throttle.
And you know, Michael Jackson he used to dress in Egyptian garb, and
Yep.
he had that whole video. Was it Remember the Time?
Remember the time, but see, everybody used to trip on him when he first started dressing like Captain Crunch.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yes, I remember when he did that.
Okay, now when he started doing that, who was the president during the time that he was doing all that? It
I
was
don't know.
Ronald Wilson Reagan.
Six
RW.
six six,
RW. R's
and
18.
he's 666
R's
too.
18. W is 23. 18 and 23 is 41. So it was
Oh,
41 forward and 41 in reverse. Ronald Wilson Reagan. Okay.
wow.
And
Yeah.
he always, and this happened 41 years ago for your soul tribe. 41 years ago. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he was always coming there dressed like a deity. He was the king. That's why they rolled out the red carpet to Michael Jackson.
I see.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And he was meeting all the international dignitaries at the White House. You remember that?
Yes.
And and the same thing happened to him all over the world because they knew that he was the king of the people of the planet, king of pop.
Wow.
Not popular music, people of the planet.
POP, people of the oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Hmm. Somebody said they can't find your channel. Is your channel still up?
Yep, it's Jacob Bey 1465 on YouTube.
Okay. 1465. You know, something else happened recently, but I'll wait till we get onto the news. I'm gonna bring up Jacob Bey, 1465. This, when you talk about things speeding up and the resets happen, there was a state that just eliminated income taxes.
Ain't that something?
That is something. And we could talk about that later, but I just wanted to tell you that I saw that this evening right before we went on.
So if you don't mind, pull up the email that I sent you.
Okay. Okay, here we go. It starts out with the Queen.
Yeah.
I agree, Sister Florence. Florence says, yes, because everyone loved Michael, even the babies. My grandchildren love them some Michael Jackson. Okay, here we
It,
go, right here. Go ahead.
it was always the debate who was the better artist, Michael Jackson or Prince.
Mm.
And that same question was asked to Babyface. And Babyface said, look, Prince is probably one of the greatest musicians of all time.
Okay.
But what Michael Jackson possessed was magic. And
Mm.
nobody else was able to replicate that kind of magic. And Michael was probably the most popular person to ever walk the planet. Even more so than Jesus.
Oh, wait.
Right. And,
Okay.
and what's crazy about that, Dr. Kidd, is that he also said that, think about it, Michael always has a whole new generation of fans and followers that come along that are from 5 to 95 years old.
Wow.
Who else does that?
Right.
And that's what separates the two. And I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Queen Elizabeth, you showing them, she would have been 100 years old yesterday.
Okay.
But it was but they're telling you this is the end of this white supremacy ideology.
Mm.
I told you all 10 means God's promise and God's word. Well, if you take 10 of God's promises and God's words times 10 is 100.
It's
So she
100.
would have been 100 yesterday
Mm.
on April the 21st,
The
777.
longest reigning monarch. Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
Then, like I said, the next picture is what? Pope Francis.
Yes.
He would have been, that would have been, a year since he passed away.
Wow. December 17th, 1936 to April 21st, 2025.
Right.
Mm.
Then the next image.
No, before you get off him, after him came Pope, was it Leo? And there's something peculiar about Pope Leo.
The 14th.
He's the 14th.
Leo the 14th.
Leo the 14th.
They're getting rid of everything that has to do with 14, y'all. And that's why they're doing away with this birthright citizenship, which is under the 14th Amendment. Right?
Okay.
You got Donald John, DJ, that's 4 and 10, that's 14. Mm-hmm. Then you got J.D. Vance, that's 10 and 4. They're doing away with all the 14s. Leo the 14th. That's why they said Trump went up against Leo the 14th the other day.
Mm.
Anything that's dealing with 14, y'all, they're doing away with it. And that's a good thing.
And they're ushering in the reverse of 14.
Correct.
Come on. Mm. Wow. And where's Pope Leo from?
Chicago.
What's the significance there?
Egypt. Upper Egypt.
Upper Egypt. And you said there was some records stored there.
That's where the biggest Egyptian museum is in the Americas.
And what are the records for the Moorish people or something like that?
No. Now you're talking about Utah.
Oh, okay.
And now you're talking about Latter-day Saints.
But there's something stored there in Chicago. I cannot remember what you had said before.
Oh, no. The land deeds to the Americas are in Cook County, Illinois.
That's okay. In Illinois. Okay. Land deeds to the Americas. That's it. Okay.
And that's recorded with the recorder's office in Cook County, which is Chicago.
The Shigi, is it the Shigi, called the Shigi bloodline? There's a bloodline that reminds me of the name Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Shigi, Medici, the 13 bloodlines behind the 13 bloodlines that people know about. There's a Shigi bloodline. It's really interesting. Another thing about Pope Leo, doesn't he have Africanoid blood?
Oh, yeah.
Indigenous blood? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Leo is the king.
Oh, Leo the Lion King. Wow. Couldn't make this up if we tried.
Nope.
Okay.
Now, here we go. Everybody remembers this.
Trump crossed 8th Street April the 21st, marks exactly 70 months ago from the day, June 20th, 2020. The spiritual number 70 represents a culmination of wisdom, spiritual renewal, and the completion of a major life cycle. Combining the perfection of 7 and the completeness of 10, it magnifies divine order, profound introspection, and the transition from restriction to restoration.
And what did we talk about last time? We started talking about reparations or restoration.
Yeah, you said there's a difference between reparations and restoration.
Yeah. Yep. So they're even talking about restoration.
I see.
And
is this the Bible upside down?
Yep.
People were going
and that's
off.
Why crossed over 8th Street.
Okay. St. John's Church Parish House.
But look at the very bottom on the right. What's that name?
Morris.
There you go.
I saw that and looked right past it.
They put it right there in your face, Dr. Kia.
It sure did.
She said they sure did.
I looked right at it and it didn't even register. I was like, okay, Morris.
Right.
Morris, and what's the other? And Ponder. Okay.
Go to the next one if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay, people. That's today's Powerball and Mega Millions. I saw this yesterday and had to take a picture of it.
Wow.
You remember I said 10 means God's promise and God's word. So if you have 10 of his promises, that's 10 times 10. That's 100. And then 14 is white supremacy. 10 times 14 is 140. Right? And this came out yesterday, letting you know that yesterday was their last day.
The last day. Wow.
Last day before the actual reset.
Thank you for this information. West End Airport. Okay. Now, what is this?
Now, that's when Cash Patel and the sitting attorney general said they are coming after white supremacist groups.
What?
That was today. And that happened at 9:14, the end of white supremacy.
So what did they say?
They said that they had these groups that have been spending a lot of money to infiltrate the KKK, the Aryan Nation, and also, some of these biker groups and everything. But all they were saying basically is we're shutting all that down.
Wow. Wow. I asked Google, what did Kash Patel talk about today? And the only thing I said yesterday or today, the only thing they said was he said he wasn't drunk. I guess somebody was accusing him of being an alcoholic. I was like, what does that got to do with anything? But okay.
When they first did the interview, it didn't take them no more than about 30 seconds before they said, we're coming after white supremacist groups.
Wow. Just confirms everything you've been saying.
Yep.
Yes, we agree. Trump's birthday is Gigi. Absolutely is June 14th.
Yep.
Yep. Frank Sinatra is 132. Yeah, Frank Sinatra sang. Well, he played Frank Sinatra the other day. Okay.
There's a link between the next picture and that.
Okay, there's a link.
Yeah, Solomon Temple, Grand Canyon.
Does these mean anything? Does these numbers represent anything? I see 140K.
Yeah, it's 140K on there.
Okay, now let me go on up here. You said there's a link.
After that link.
Not this one, right?
Right above that.
Above that? Okay.
You don't see it?
Let me get out and get back in, see if I see something on my email. Oh, yes, I do see the link now. 1 minute. Hit the like button, family. We have 1,400 people, 1,413 people in the room. Thank you so much for your support, Soul Tribe. Solomon Temple, Grand Canyon, Area 51. Should I click on the link?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll click on.
And y'all, if it looks like I'm looking all over the place, I am, because I have a TV position up above, and I have a computer. Let me see. So y'all can see that.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me get out of this link. Show us again.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Wait, what were you showing us? I missed it.
Solomon Temple. You had it.
I know. I thought you were showing us your computer or something.
Oh no,
Where
no,
do
no,
you?
no. I was on the Soul Train. They see me, looking around and looking like I'm doing a Stevie Wonder impression. I'm not.
Okay, here you go. Solomon Temple.
Right.
It is a 5,121 foot elevation summit located at the Grand Canyon in Coconino County of northern Arizona.
Yeah.
Situated. Do I need to go anymore?
Not really, because the
What?
main of me even talking about it.
But
It's
it's situated 4 miles north of Morin Point. Okay.
Moran Point. They letting you know, right?
Yes.
And look at the on the right hand side of that, Dr. Kia, where it says Solomon Temple in the picture of the.
Here it is. Yes.
You see they're gonna say something about isolation.
Hmm.
Look at the word isolation and read the number.
The isolation. Where is that at? Where's that located?
Right on.
I couldn't hear you. Went out.
You see the picture of Solomon's Temple.
Yes.
Okay, do you look right underneath it and it should say isolation?
It says Solomon Temple centered in Bullseye, southwest aspect from Grandview Point. Oh, down here, down elevation 5,121 feet, prominence 661 feet, parent peak, Rama Shrine 6,406 feet, isolation 1.41 miles.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right. They're letting you know what it is. Okay.
Mm.
So Trump spoke of Second Chronicles 7, chapter 11, verses 11 through 22, that talked about who? Solomon's Temple.
It sure did.
He sure did, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The scripture is about Solomon's temple. Yes, sir.
It's about Solomon's Temple. So now, guess what?
What?
Trump is building the third temple.
Wow.
And that's in the next picture, Dr. King.
Okay, well, let me get over there. What?
Yeah.
Okay, well. How are we supposed to know all of this? I guess that's why we have you, because I would have never put all this together.
You know what's so cool about it?
What's that?
Your platform has really become a good place to learn some stuff, hasn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And now they'll come in, they'll share information with me. They'll email me like, look at this.
Right.
Look at, based on the decoding that you've taught us, the Soul Tribe is picking up on a lot of things happening. Okay, Solomon Temple, Grand Canyon, Area 51. Trump is building the third temple.
How you like that? Area 51, as I told you, you got the 50 states plus what?
DC.
Washington, D.C. And that's in D.C. And that's the grand ballroom.
Now, so go ahead. Say it again.
He tore down the east wing.
You're going in and out. I can't hear you.
You can't hear?
Okay, do it. Say it again.
Trump tore down the east wing.
Oh, okay.
Anything dealing with the east is dealing with the dead. That's why when you talk about Giza, which is Egypt in Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about the dead.
Okay.
Because that's why you're talking about all the mummies and the tombs and all that, right?
Yes. But
like Michael Jackson said, remember the time. He's talking about the living. He was talking about being on the phone on the beach, You remember that?
I do.
He was talking about the living.
So what's the point of building Solomon's Temple in D.C.?
Because we're no longer dealing with the dead. We got to deal with the living. So the ballroom represents a place to do what? To
Dance.
convene and to dance.
Oh, okay.
That's the living. That's life.
Yeah, it's life. Yeah.
That's
Joy,
part of it.
celebration. Uh-huh.
Yes. It's no longer the dead.
Mm, wow. Oh, somebody asked, isn't that a bad thing to build the temple? I hadn't heard that.
Hey, that's them building their own temple. I ain't tripping on that. Because we know what time it is. That's what the bomb was about. You know what I'm saying? In Memphis,
Mhm.
the bomb scare. Then you know that the time is up.
Mm. Speaking of Solomon, Solomon was the son of King David. Somebody asked today, what's the story about David Wilcox? I don't know if something came out about him, but if it did, it's right on time because King David was the father of Solomon. Or was it the other way around?
But what? Okay. Oh Lord, you got me going there.
Okay.
Here we go. They said he committed suicide yesterday. Right?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Well, that's some more breaking news.
Okay.
All right, now,
Why would
if
he do that? Go
if
ahead.
yesterday was the end, right?
Yes.
And we start talking about the end of what? White supremacy, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I told you everything in three. So 14 times 3 is 42, right?
Yes.
So let's do David Wilcox. DW. D is 4, W is 23. That's 423. Ain't that 42 and everything in threes?
Mm. Okay. Yes.
And that was your sacrifice, Dr. Kia.
Ooh.
Ooh.
They're saying he's not
It
dead.
don't matter. They put it out into the universe that he is, just like I don't think Charlie Kirk is dead.
Right. Right.
It's symbolism, y'all.
Mm.
It don't matter. We ain't gonna go
Mm.
in all that because I'm not gonna be a conspiracy theorist. I'm just telling you what it is.
Right. Mm. Thank you, Sister Janine, for putting Sheik Jacob Bey's Cash App in the chat. People are asking about it. They're really enjoying this live. It's $ all rights reserved. Come on, family.
So the next image is, like I said, it's that 7-Eleven thing that they duplicated and they turned it into the temple. And I showed you that 2 days ago.
Well, let me get over there. There is no way David Wilcox would have taken his own life. This is I'm stuck on that. But okay. This is the 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You did show us that 2 days ago.
Right. And that's the temple.
Okay. You are dropping jewels. I agree with you, Soul Tribe. He's dropping jewels, all kind of jewels this evening.
So the next image, Dr. Kia, you're gonna love this.
Should I read what's between those images?
Yeah, go ahead.
November 27th, 1995, Michael Jackson releases The Earth Song.
Now look at that. Look at that. And what's today, y'all?
Earth Day. Earth Day.
Now, this is what's going to trip everybody out. What comes after that? There's your 111, Dr. Kim.
Ah, right here. You got the end of mankind.
The end of mankind. Because, wait, watch this. You remember I said the number 64 means the beast, right?
Yes.
And I said 26 means mankind. Look at the bottom number. It says everything in threes. 364, as in 364 months ago, in 26 days. 26 is the man in the mirror. 26, as in
right
Genesis
here.
1:26, God said, "Let us make mankind in our image." An image is the man in the mirror.
Oh. Okay, result 11,104 days. It is 11,104 days from the start date to the end date, but not including the end date, or 30 years, 4 months, 26 days, excluding the end date, or 364 months, 26 days, excluding the end date.
This is some deep stuff.
So, are you saying there are 11,104 days between Michael Jackson's releasing that song and
Yeah,
today?
to today.
Okay. Okay.
And if you reverse it, y'all, it's 401 and 11. And 11 is K. K is king. But you can look at it either way.
A, B, C, D, E, hold on, F, G, H, I, J, K. Wow. 11 is king.
11 is king.
And 104 is 14, and then reverses that is 41.
Yeah. As
Wow.
in the 401k.
Come on through here. Mm. Yeah, Trump is talking in codes because thank you, Sister Gloria. Sister Gloria iterated that President Trump is speaking in codes, and she may be addressing somebody's comment earlier in the chat that said that they used to ride with Trump, but Trump is telling a bunch of lies. But the Soul Family is like, Trump is speaking in codes. It's not that he's lying. You have to know what he's talking about.
Correct.
Mm.
So the next image is what?
I heard that family saying, the Soul Family say, you better teach.
Thank you, y'all.
Celebrate Earth Day, April 22nd.
Yeah. So we've been saying this. Today is Earth Day.
And you said that's a new beginning?
That's a new beginning, y'all.
Mm.
And it's
today,
about the return of a
deity.
Yeah. And that's why you have a return of a deity, which is Michael.
Okay.
That's why they got that movie coming out, y'all.
Mm. Come out Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops, I probably wasn't supposed to. I'm moving ahead of myself. Okay.
No, that's fine. You go to the next
one. Okay. What that is?
Read that.
Starbucks finds a new beat in Nashville. Starbucks
has moved their headquarters from King County, which is in Seattle, Washington, to Nashville. I told y'all that the capital of Egypt is Nashville, Tennessee.
You sure did.
And if you look at the logo is a siren wearing the crown.
Mm-hmm.
So the crown has now left, and it now belongs to Tennessee, which is Egypt.
Mm. Mm. And the crown, on the crown, you see a pyramid, and then you see the 5-pointed star.
There it is.
Mm. Mm.
That's the 5-pointed star. Everything in threes, just like the Tennessee state flag, 3 stars.
Mm.
You remember Eddie Murphy had the movie called Pluto Nash? And
yes.
The world's commerce is going to be in Nashville, Pluto Nash.
Oh. Wow.
I think that's
rise. Oh, Sister Michelle says that's the rise of the feminine energy. Thank you, because I was like, what does coffee have to do with all this? But I get it. That's a female goddess on there. Rise of the feminine energy.
All I can say is this. I'm so freaking excited because I know what's going on, and I know that we're never going to go backwards to what it was. Right?
Thank you. Yes.
There's a new heaven and a new earth and no more sea. We're not going back to that no more. They're even talking now about those who are not violent offenders are going to now be at least able to go home and be on house arrest.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
That's beautiful.
It is.
Because, you still should be punished for whatever you're being punished for, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not to the extent to where you're being treated like a criminal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like somebody who may be in jail for missing a child support payment, or somebody who's in jail because they ran a traffic light.
That's ridiculous. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Let them do whatever at home and
Mm-hmm.
chill. They
Mm-hmm.
ain't hurt nobody.
Right.
All it is a timeout. Just let them have their little timeout. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
and the system can still do whatever it needs to do. But see, they can no longer monetize off of our people like that no more.
I see.
Now, violent crimes. I mean, you murder somebody, you rape somebody,
Mm.
or you beating on somebody. That's one thing. Or even if you're stealing from somebody, you should go to you should go to prison for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But anything and everything else ain't violent.
Right. Thank you, sister. I think that's sister, or I don't know, sister or brother. Perlia. Perlia just sent me a gift. Thank you so much. God bless you. And you're talking about they're going to be letting people come home that are nonviolent offenders. I saw that they're talking about courts shutting down. That literally, you can Google it and they'll say with the funding issues during this partial government shutdown, there have been some chatter about courts shutting down.
They need to. They need to revamp the entire system.
Yes, sir.
Because one, they've been operating off the dead too.
Mm,
And you know how I broke that down before. When you get
yes.
a summons, you only summons the dead. When they ask you to make an
Oh,
appearance, when they ask you to make an appearance, well, only ghosts make appearances, right? So when the
right.
bailiff says all rise, they just resurrected the dead. That's why the judge is wearing a black robe, because they know that they're conducting the funeral. And that's why they got church pews in the courtroom, because you at your own funeral.
Mm, this is so deep.
Yeah, it's deep. It's called necromancy. It's a magical spell. So the very thing that they use with that wooden gavel is the same kind of wood that they use to cast magical spells. It's called Hollywood. And ain't Hollywood the world of the fiction, or the world of spells, the world of magic?
Yes.
Steven Spielberg type stuff.
How come every time you turn around, you've been hauled into court? What are they benefiting from us being in court all the time?
Part of it is to be able to maintain control.
Okay.
Because while you're still being accosted for stuff that you don't need to be accosted for, they're having you always trying to fight their system, so you're not focused on getting your land back.
Oh, we.
Because see, let me tell you like this.
Ooh.
Notice how they can deport everybody else for a
Mm-hmm.
violent crime. They'll even deport them people back to Mexico,
Mm,
who are technically still Americans, right?
right.
But why the hell can't they deport you to Africa? Because you're bound to this land, and they know it.
Mm,
They known it all along. We haven't known it.
mm. I think we're the only ones that can't be deported somewhere.
We can't be deported, and that's the whole thing about the birthright citizenship. They said it only belongs to the babies of slaves. The birthright. Let's not get into the word citizenship. We're talking about the word birthright.
Okay. Yeah, and I think sometimes we might misunderstand birthright and privileges, because people think just because they're here they have rights, but you don't. You have privileges because citizens have privileges, and those are bestowed upon people by way of the United States Incorporated. But the United States
Correct.
Incorporated is insolvent. It doesn't exist anymore. So any privileges that were afforded to any of its citizens are hereby revoked. And I don't think people realize that the only people that have rights, birthright, blood right, rights to anything, are the sovereign principles.
But Dr. Kidd,
Yes.
think about what age you begin with those privileges. 14.
14.
Because that's when you're able to get the driver's permit.
That's right. Wow. Wow. Mm,
You
mm.
had rights all the way up until you were 13, because 13 means that's M, y'all. M is more, master, man,
Mm.
right? That's
Yes.
13. Because
Mm.
you had all the rights in the world. That's why they
Wow.
said Abraham freed you with the 13th Amendment, but they put you right back into captivity with the 14th Amendment, right? So they gave
Yes.
you privileges at the age of 14.
Mm. Wow.
And when
Wow.
you do your taxes, you got to fill out a what, a 1040? Ain't that 14? Take out the zeros,
Yes, it is.
right? You got to
Yes.
work 9 to 5. Well, what's 9 plus 5? 14.
14.
Come on, girl.
Good God from Zion.
Good golly, oh Molly.
Now, the people that call themselves Jews say that their boys become men at the age of 13. What's the significance of that? Is there any significance?
Ask me the question one more time.
Should we concern ourselves? Is there any significance to children or male children, the ones that call themselves Jews, becoming men at the age of 13? They have to
Yeah, yeah,
celebrate.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. Okay. I got the question. Okay, that's the bar
Okay.
mitzvah, right?
Yes.
The bar mitzvah teaches them how to be able to tap into that birth certificate bond before the government says that you only have privileges, because up until you're 13, you have rights. And you can
Oh,
tap into those rights.
okay.
Yeah.
So they teach them how
They
to tap
teach
into
them.
their birth certificate
Yes.
right before they turn 14.
Yes. And you have up until the age of 18 to really claim it, right?
Okay.
Now, some people are trying to claim it after the fact, but they teach you how to be a creditor. A
Hmm.
creditor. Okay. Oh, Lord.
Come on.
You know when I do that.
I know.
So when it happens that way, okay, so you have a difference between public schools and private schools.
Yes.
How many Jews do you really see in public schools?
You know what? I taught in the public schools. I can't say that.
How many Jews do you see in the prison system?
Lord have mercy.
You don't.
That part, as Sister Gloria said, you don't.
That's
Mm,
how deep this is.
mm.
We've been so duped because we've been living in a slavery-based system that the whole thing was designed to steal your birthright. And it was our birthright. Jacob, Jacob. You talking about Jacob and Esau?
Wow. Mm. They're saying none. They haven't seen any. Yes, yes, Sister Linda, this is live. They haven't seen any Jews in the prison system that they know of. They don't see many in the school system.
You hardly see any.
Oh my
Sometimes
goodness.
you'll see them, and most of the times they're only there because they just moved into the state. Their family just moved there. They're just trying to get acclimated. But eventually, they take their children out of them schools and put them into a private system.
And if y'all want to read a book about how Jews conduct their affairs, read The Jewish Phenomenon. It's a book. They tell. I'm sure they don't tell all their secrets, but they talk about a lot of this right here. Like they talk about how they have private education for their children. How they have their own foundation. So if anybody moves to America, they give them thousands and millions of dollars each. They talk about how they teach them their culture and do rites of passages and tell them that their homeland is Israel. And but I'm like, they lie because Israel is not their homeland, but that's what they tell them. How they have a culture of marriage. Now they're not going to tell you everything they're not going to tell you. They tell them how to tap into their their birth certificate bond, but the Jewish phenomenon tells you a lot of information about how they conduct their affairs.
Right. So They were called, and this is not, like how Michael Jackson was doing the song Black or White, and he's talking about Jew me, sue me, don't you, whatever, and kite me, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But that word kite was a slur. I'm
He
not
got
trying
in
to go,
trouble for that. Then they started.
I'm not trying to go into no slurs, but what I
Yeah.
am trying to do is let you know that they were called penny pinching Jews. And the
Okay.
reason why is they were stealing your birthright. The copper colored penny, the penny,
That's right. Dang,
the copper
codes.
colored penny clearly
Wow.
shows you that it's the descendants of Abraham are the heirs.
Okay.
Meaning the copper colored people are the heirs. Okay?
Mm,
They were stealing your birthright. Now, what did Trump do? He said, okay, we're going to stop y'all stealing the true Jews or the true Hebrews' birthrights, and we're going to pull the penny out of circulation of the United States government. So you can
mm.
no longer steal their credit.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
that's deep. Why do I call it their credit? Because the penny was always facing which way? The right. And if you
Mm-hmm.
do accounting, anything on the right hand side of the ledger is a credit. Anything on the left is a debt.
To
So guess
credit.
what? Guess what? That's why you had George Washington and Thomas Jefferson on the nickel, George on the quarter, and who on the dime was that? Dwight Eisenhower on the dime. Anyway, that's all of them facing the left. Then you know that's the dead, that's death, that's the debt, right? And if
Right.
you, and if you add that up, a nickel, dime, and a quarter equals 40 cents. But when you add that copper colored penny, what is it? 41.
41.
And you are the king. So therefore, that means you are the creditor, right? But they were stealing your credit.
And they have to know who we are. It just dawned on me. They have to know that we are the Jews.
They know it. So
Wow.
they said you gotta save the penny. They never taught you to save the nickel, dime, or quarter. They said you must save the penny, right?
Yes.
And that's why they call them the little the piggy banks. Some call the penny bank, but the
Mm-hmm.
pig, right?
Yeah.
But even with the pig, they were letting you know, okay, you're gonna save it, but it's still gonna belong to the government because PIG stands for people in government.
What?
That's why they call the police officer pigs. And they call them cops because they knew they were coming after the copper colored people. And they were,
I'm
what would they
speaking.
say? And I tell you, it's a whole white supremacist thing because they say 10-4, good buddy. Well, 10 plus 4 is 14.
10-4. And the police was actually started, according to some, to catch slaves.
Yes, that's what they were designed to do.
Catch the slaves.
Okay, in 1871, there were three things created: the Second Constitution,
Okay.
the KKK, and the
Hmm.
NRA, the National Rifle Association, so they
Dang.
could bear arms, so they can enslave the copper-colored people. So they did
No.
it with law. They did it with law, with the 14th Amendment, right? With the Second Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
They did it with law. They did it with guns, and they did it with racism with the KKK.
Mm. Mm. Face the Nation said everybody had their hand in betraying us, and they
Oh
all
yeah,
knew it. They all knew it, and we had no idea. Oh my gosh. Mm.
that's
Nope.
why. That's why our people always had to be reclassified every 20 to 30 years.
Why?
We had to go from what? First we were nigger, then we were Negro, then we were colored, then we were black, then we were African American, back to black.
Was even Afro American at one time, whatever that is.
Whatever the hell Afro American is. Hey, Dr. Kid, right now you be an Afro American with a little puff on your head.
I'm roughing stuff with my Afro
Yeah,
puffs.
you Afro American, whatever that is. But either way, none of that connected you to your land, and they knew this. That's why they didn't want you to know that you are more. That's why they didn't want you to know that you belong to the 5 civilized tribes. Like we said, Creek, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee, and Seminole. They didn't want you to know that.
And you said that's Al, Ali, Bay,
Day,
and L.
There you go.
And there are 5 principles: love, truth, peace, justice, and freedom. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Oh, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Okay.
Right on, right on.
And is that why we have the 5-pointed star?
That's why you got the 5-pointed star.
So 5 must be a powerful number.
And when you put that fist in the air, you got power.
Okay. Not black power, because black is a slave.
But what word did I just give you? Power, as in POW. Because we were the come on now, Dr. Key, you got it. You already know what that meant.
Prisoners of war?
Yeah, you go. The Powhatan tribe.
Powhatan tribe. Speaking of prisoner of war, before we go any further, I was saying something on one of my posts about the prisoner of war flag that you showed us.
Yeah.
And how it is hanging at every post office. And somebody, of course, came on my post and it was like, oh, that don't have nothing to do with you black people. That has something to do with the prisoner of war in Vietnam. What is the significance of that flag?
The first prisoners of war was the Powhatan tribe from the year 1619. Like I said, they had to. This goes back to Matoaka.
Okay.
Matoaka was the original name for Pocahontas, right? And when they kidnapped her and put a baby in her, Thomas Rolfe put the baby in her. John Rolfe put the baby in her. And then once the baby was born, named Thomas Rolfe, they killed her off, because then the baby becomes the heir to what you now call the 13 colonies. Well, that was in the year 1617. So the following year, they came and killed the chief of the Powhatan tribe, which was her father. And that was in 1618. Now that they killed him off, they said, now we can put these people into slavery. And that was the Powhatan tribe, which was the first prisoners of war, POWs.
Ooh, Sister Nadine says it's now flying half staff, she just noticed.
What? Okay.
So what, somebody put in the chat, what does it mean if it's flying half staff?
It's not raised all the way up.
Because it was just raised all the way up when I was there last week.
That means they're lowering it to the point to where it's coming down.
Oh, wow. And so it was signed into law, I think it was like 2020, that all the post, and you taught us this, all post offices and federal buildings had to fly this flag, the prisoner of war flag.
Correct.
So it's half staff now. Wow. Interesting. And it says here, you are not forgotten. Here it is. Prisoner of war, POWMIA. We've been the ones missing in action. You taught us that. You are not forgotten. What's this thing right here, Sheik? These little swirls. I didn't notice that.
I can't see it.
Oh, you can't? Okay, some little swirly things. And I didn't notice it on the flag I had seen. I don't know if y'all could see that. But anyway, why do they say we're not forgotten, or whoever the prisoners of war are?
That's just saying the United States has not forgotten who the real heirs are to the land. They know what this is.
Thank you, Lulu. Thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate you. God bless you. Heaven smile on you. Thank you so much. They know what time it is.
They really do.
Can you explain quickly? I know you have to move on, but we are prisoners of war to whom? Talking about the so-called black people.
U.S. government. Okay. You got to think about where those 13 colonies fall right in line with. They fall right in line with what? What interstate? I-95. Right?
Okay.
And I-95 is what? 9 plus 5.
14.
So they're letting you know as soon as you come into the Americas, you're coming into a white supremacist ideology because it goes right up and down the border of the Atlantic Ocean in those 13 colonies. They're letting you know.
Wow. Wow. They're letting us know. Rock on with you. That's right. I'm roughing stuff with my Afro puff. Hey, rock on with your bad self. Lady of Rage. I hear you, Brother Jermaine. She was a rapper in the 90s. Lady of Rage. Okay, so they're telling me that half mast could be a symbol of distress. William Bay says flying a flag half staff can be a sign of distress. And somebody else said that it could mean, who is that? Crazed says half staff means mourning or death to a president or former president. Interesting. Half mast means,
Normally, half staff means death.
okay. Furs Inc. said it could also mean sign of respect, mourning, or distress. Okay, so death. Okay, I
And
didn't know that.
if it's flown upside down, it definitely means distress.
Ooh, okay. Man.
But if they're lowering the flag, that's a good sign.
Okay. That's a good sign. That, well, basically they mean that the time of white supremacy is over and the king's about to take back over.
If you think about it, the U.S. flag, not the American flag, the U.S. flag has always flown all the way up, right? But when they lower it, that means yes, somebody died. But if it's down, that means it's not even recognized, right?
Okay.
Or we're not under that. We're not under that. Let me say it that way. So if they take down the POW flag, we're no longer prisoners.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we should be looking forward to that.
We're looking for that flag to come down at all the post offices.
Wow. Okay.
That's any day.
I'm gonna be watching that. Yes, Thompson, I agree. Those are the 13 member bloodlines. Oh, do you mean the 13 colonies? I know there are 13 member bloodlines. Come on. Sherry asked, did you notice the chains under the image of the melanated man?
Who is the melanated man?
Do you mean on the flag, Cherry? I'll have to look at the flag again. I didn't notice. I don't, because I don't see his legs or anything.
I need to give a little shout out to somebody named Mayoshi Davis. And she's been very generous. I just want to say thank you, Mayoshi Davis. You've been really kind. Thank you so much.
Mayoshi Davis is our that's Sister Janine. That's our moderator.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, there it is. Thank you, Mayoshi.
She's been here 5 years serving as the moderator. She's been really good to us, really good to us, and I'm so grateful for her.
Never love and respect. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Mayoshi. We appreciate you. Anybody asking about how to send a donation to our brother, our Sheik, who's here dropping jewels? You may send a cash app to $ all rights reserved, $ ALLRIGHTS, that's plural, RESERVED, all rights reserved. Okay, what were you guys saying? They're saying something in the comments section. And please, she said, you're so welcome. Please, Sheik, if you see any questions, let me know that you want to address. The POW flag is at the Capitol in DC. And it's at every post office too. And it's supposed to be at every federal building in the country. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Gigi. When will Trump stop speaking in codes? Jermaine wants to add no.
You know, whenever he dies, I guess.
Because the corporation is dead. So the
That's all they
court.
can.
Mhm.
Only the dead can talk in codes and symbols. The living talks like we're talking now, with truth.
Okay. Hmm. Brother Timothy said there's chains on the prisoner of war flag.
I've never seen it.
Hmm.
I'm not doubting them. I just say I haven't seen it.
Yes, I had to look at it again because there might be different versions. You are not forgotten. And somebody said that the Jews say, I will never forget. I didn't know that.
The thing about it is that they've known for so long. Why do you think they walk around dressed like Abraham Lincoln?
With the locks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Think about what they got on. Think
The
about what they
tie.
wear. Come on, girl. They dress like Abraham Lincoln. Because they know who they robbing. The descendants of Abraham.
Mm.
You scratch your head on them.
I had to. Got to.
With the locks.
My.
Now that was, y'all, just so y'all know, that was God speaking through me, or the Most High just then, because I didn't just come up with that. That happened.
And I'm grateful. Dr.
Love it.
Francis Cress Wilson said that they have Africanoid blood in them, which is why they have kinky hair.
Yeah.
Mm.
His name was Africanus, Abraham Africanus Lincoln, because his father was an indigenous man of the Lincoln tribe.
Oh.
Lincoln, Lightfoot, Blackfoot, stuff like that. But they were all in the mountains of Kentucky, and they were called the Melungeons, not mulattoes, Melungeons.
Melungeon. Mm. I know somebody. Is somebody gonna tell me? Somebody said, "Doc, check your Cash App." Thank you, Sister Janine. So I thought somebody was gonna tell me that they're the Caloonies, because some people have said Abraham Lincoln was a Caloonie. That was his real last name. I don't know about that.
But what we know, let's go on what we know. We know he was born in Lower Egypt, that's Kentucky. He did his politics in Upper Egypt, which is Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, just so y'all know.
Okay.
So we know that much. We also know that they always had him dressed in black.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But why? Because they knew what color he really was.
Mm.
Right? And then he wore the top hat. The top hat represented TOP, as in transition of power. Right?
Wow.
And they knew that he was the true heir of the republic.
Okay.
Right? So that's why he sits on the throne at the Lincoln Memorial, because they knew what he was. And you, on your last show, showed everybody that the original Lincoln Memorial was designed like a pyramid.
Yes, sir.
You did that.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew who he was. He was a deity.
Mm. I'm really enjoying this lesson. I agree with you, family. He's dropping jewels. Now people are trying to send you something, Sheik. Sister Miyoshi said that she's having a problem right now sending the Cash App. They're asking for a code, and I don't know what that means, she said.
I see something from her that says payment received.
He got something from you, sis. Hmm. Praise God.
If she didn't get through with all rights reserved, try more rights reserved.
Okay. So, family, if you have a problem with all rights reserved, $ all rights reserved, sending a gift to Sheik Jacob Bey, then you can go to more rights reserved, MOOR. So let me see if I can find that. More rights. Here it is. Wait a minute. Oh, it's in a ticker. Okay, let me put it in here. I see some of your comments, family. I'm gonna get to them. Spell more rights reserved. I don't see it here on my
OOR, then the word rights, RIGHTS, reserved, RESERVED.
okay, MOORRESRSERVED. Okay. More, wait a minute.
MOOR,
Okay.
then the word rights, RIGHTS,
Okay.
then reserved.
Okay. Reserved.
Correct.
All right. This is all rights reserved or more rights reserved. Make sure there's two O's and two R's. MOORRIGHTGHTSRESERVED. Thank you, family. Somebody was dropping some information that I needed. They said, Sheik, you're always dropping. Okay, my sister Maya, she said, okay, she got it now. That was before. Oh, wait a minute. Or are you saying you sent? Oh, she sent you some before. Okay, so those are two: all rights reserved and more rights reserved.
Yeah, and I gave her a shout out because I did receive it. And thank you again.
Sister
And
Vicky, go ahead.
Louise Ponciano, thank you, Louise.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you. And I see somebody else named Dave or David. Thank you, sir.
Let me put that up. Sister Vicky says they're teaching their kids truth and give us lies. Woo!
But the coolest thing about it is, like we said before, they had to do what they did for 400 years. They did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if prophecy must be fulfilled for you to be able to have your big reward, and that reward is great wealth and abundance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know what wealth really looks like because we never had it, right? But wealth could be peace of mind. Wealth could
Mm.
mean that nobody else can ever again have their foot on your throat,
Woo.
right? Wealth means that you are the law.
Okay.
Wealth could mean if you can think about it, you can manifest your own reality.
Come on. I'm sorry, Sheikh.
Nothing holds you back.
Mm.
Nothing holds you back. You remember now, all we had were gatekeepers,
Mm.
people to hold you back. From when you first stepped into that classroom at the age of first grade.
Mm-hmm.
When you first stepped into that classroom, that's when they start holding you back. Because they said, well, once you become dead, then we can start casting our spells on you. And that's the whole Pledge of Allegiance. Put your hand over your heart to suppress your heartbeat so you can become dead to this flag. Now we can start our day and teach you spelling so we can cast a spell on you. Once we cast a spell on you, we got you.
That's exactly how it went too. You did a pledge of allegiance, and then we start out with spelling. We even have spelling bees early in the morning.
Well, shit, let me tell you something. I said it's a white supremacist ideology. What was the first book they had you read? Dick and Jane,
Dick
D
and
and
Jane.
J.
Dick and
D is
Jane.
4, J is 10. That's 14.
See, Dick run. Dick can run to the store.
Ain't never seen a dick run. But I'm still waiting on mine. But I'm just saying. That's Dick the first thing they taught you.
I always thought that was weird too, even as a child. Like, why do I want to read about Dick and Jane? I don't know anybody named Dick or Jane.
Come on. But it's an ideology that they had to do on the spirit. And they got you with that spirit.
Mm.
Right?
Yes.
That's why Trump said this is going to be the greatest witch hunt of all time.
He did say that.
Who are the witches?
Who?
Your teachers.
Oh.
That put the spell on you. Now, I'm going to say this just on the record so I don't go into anyone being pissed off at me because some of the people may actually be teachers on here. I'm talking about, we going back to when they first started with the Department of Education. Right?
Yes.
And when they first started with that Department of Education, it was put in place to indoctrinate you.
Okay.
Right? So if it was put in place to indoctrinate you, then they could control you. You get that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Once they're able to control your mind, then guess what they got? They got your body. So they can, they even restricted which way you went with your own mobility because you had to have a driver's license. Right? You weren't free. Even though in your mind you thought you were free, but you weren't free. Because they can now talk about, well, we control your conveyance. Right? We even control your conveyance if you go to the airport. Because we're going to make sure when you get there, we're going to know that you're going to be dead to us, right? They only have the control of the dead. So they have, when you go to the airport, you see departures and you see arrivals because they want you dead on arrival and they want you to be departed, right?
My God.
Then when you go inside the airport, you go through the terminal so they can terminate you.
Good God from Zion.
Good God.
Oh, my Lord. And don't you remember when you go to the airport, which probably portals are there at the airport?
Correct.
Remember, you used to be able to go all the way up inside the airport and even see your family members get on the plane. You could wave to them.
But that all changed with what? 9/11.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But that was the collapse of what? The World Trade Center, which was commerce. Because they said, what hit the World Trade Center? American airplanes. And they said Muslims to collapse that system. But, you know, that was all done on the inside because those buildings were designed to withstand the hit of an airplane. Those buildings came down by detonators that was set up. Each detonation happened every 10 floors.
Oh,
and they brought that joke down.
Somebody said something about See Spot Run. Do we know why they had us reading that dumb book? Dick and Jane and See Spot Run.
I don't know about Spot.
Me neither. Teach Sheik. That's right. He is teaching.
But look, I know a dick can leave a spot.
Let me throw some holy water on you in the name of Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
Let me get my anointing oil.
I know, babe. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Thank you, family. They are enjoying you, Sheik. They say they're enjoying this knowledge. He's dropping it like it's hot.
Thank you.
Like Dane Calloway, you make us think and connect with what's truthful. We appreciate your knowledge, Sheik and Dr. Kia. Oh, you're welcome. Wow.
It
You're
only gets
welcome.
better, you know.
What'd you say?
It only gets better.
Mhm.
I'm saying that in a good sense. I'm not talking about all the stuff I just dropped on y'all tonight. I'm
Mhm.
talking about what's about to happen for our people is only going to get better.
Do you know they're laying off teachers right now?
They
By
should.
the by the hundreds.
Because of what? You can no longer indoctrinate the American children.
Mm. Oh, look at this. Thank you, Soul Family. Look at this.
What you got? Oh,
140, 141. Can you see it?
oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you, Soul Family.
Well,
Y'all are
who sent you that? Y'all send me one.
Thank you, family. I love y'all so much. I wanted to show the 141. I'm like,
I
wow.
know. Send me one. Damn. Look, and I wasn't playing. Send me one.
He said, see him one.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, family. I appreciate you. We appreciate all that you do for us, family. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're awesome. You're awesome, family. So yeah, they're I mean by the hundreds in Ohio and Cleveland and per city, hundreds and thousands by I'm talking about in one city, Cleveland, hundreds here in Jacksonville. I know about Cleveland because I'm from there. There's a city in Texas because I have family that's in Texas. There, people they're stressing out because they got information through email. Some of them, Sheik.
I believe that. I
This
believe
is
that.
your last year working in the
Right,
public school system.
right, right. Because let me tell you, it gets deeper, y'all. Because we would okay. Here's the difference between the public schools and the private schools. The
Okay.
public schools were there to teach you how to be a follower.
How to be
Okay,
a what?
a follower.
Okay.
They were there to teach you how to be a blue collar worker. Rarely did you ever have anybody come out of that system being a CEO,
No,
right?
no, no,
But the
no.
private schools taught you how to be a creditor, and they taught
What?
you how to be a leader, right?
Oh.
Yes, that's why you paid big money for that. They weren't paying big money to get away from them city kids. They would
Mm,
have money to learn how to become bankers, corporate
mm,
executives. You understand
mm.
what I'm saying to you?
Yes, sir.
You know,
Mm,
people in government, pigs.
mm.
That's why you had them in place.
I'm grateful that for the short time I went to private school, I went to the Nation of Islam private school, Muslim school, when I was young, because my mom was in the Nation of Islam before we left and went. She explored other religions, but we were taught how to be leaders. We were taught to eat to live because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote that book, How to Eat Clean. The men were taught how to be providers and their own businessmen. That's why they sold newspapers and bean pies and fried fish because that's what they were selling. And we had markets. The women were taught to be chaste women, how to be what do you call it? Modest, dress modestly, how to support your husband, how to be family people. And when I finally did go to when I finally went to public school, they actually skipped me a grade because I learned so much in a private school.
That's it.
I was learning how to read before I was, I was before I was in kindergarten, way before kindergarten. This is deep. Oh, here's something. UB says July 2025, more than 1,000 teachers in Arizona quit. They're saying that there is a severe severe staffing shortage. 1,000 teachers in Arizona quit. They're saying there is a severe staffing shortage. They're saying the same thing in Jacksonville too. There's a severe staffing shortage. So people are quitting and they're getting laid off.
Yeah, it's real deep, y'all. This whole thing is collapsing, but we
That's
but we want it to collapse.
Yes, we do.
We don't want it to go back to what it was. People getting upset over the wrong things.
Mm.
Just because you're seeing people getting laid off, you blaming Trump.
They are. People
Don't
are.
blame Trump. He said he's going to drain the swamp, right?
Yes, sir.
And he got to get rid of all the stuff that oppress God's chosen people.
Mm. This is why I don't understand why people classified as Black, we indigenous people, are so upset. We never liked the FBI. We never liked the CIA or CPS or IRS. You know what I'm saying? We always said they were collecting data on us. They were putting us in prison. They were doing all type of bad things to us. And now that this system is collapsing, people are mad at Trump.
You're mad.
I'm like, but y'all were all my life. They didn't like the FBI, CIA, IRS, none of the government. They said they put our men in prison and kept our women on welfare and pit the two against each other all my life. So now I don't get it why they're so upset.
The women couldn't have a man stay in the home, right?
Yeah.
And she could get the government assistance as long as you play by our rules by not having that man in the house. We'll give you your welfare and your Section 8.
Mm. Mm.
We'll give you those things. Things that belong to you any damn way.
Dang. Dang. Mm.
You remember now, wait a minute. Let me say it like this. What's the perfect credit score? Ain't it 800?
800.
Okay. 8 means what? Infinity.
Yeah.
Infinity also means immortality.
Oh.
What's the root word of immortality? More. So the mores are the ones with the 800. 800 means freedom. When you call 1-800, what is it? Toll free.
Toll free. Yes.
And they put the threes, 888. Perfect credit because you are the creditor. And they've been stealing your credit.
Somebody said now the score is 850. Thank you, C. Rich. There's an 850. Good Lord. They gave us welfare, but we did not fare well. Ooh, UB.
Love it.
Love it. They know that he is here to set the record straight and had to oppose the ideology of returning what was stolen to the rightful owners. Thank you.
How you like that though? I don't know if anybody is old enough on here that's into sports knew of the NBA player named World Be Free. And he used to sport the jersey number 24. Right? And I just said the number 8 means freedom. Right?
Yes.
But if everything in threes, what's 3 times 8? 24.
24.
World Be Free. Remember, Kobe Bryant wore the jersey number 8 and everything in threes. Then he wore the number 24. And they said he died at the age of 41.
Ooh-wee.
In a helicopter, which is 8C, which was a reversal.
Reversal. Come on. Break it down.
Daughter Gigi was 14. Reverse it is 41.
What?
GG 77 is 14. Can't make it up, y'all. And on that day, the Powerball was 141 million. Y'all can look it up. Yes, it was.
Who is that? He played for Cleveland. Is there any significance to him playing for Cleveland?
The World Be Free? Because we know Kobe didn't play for Cleveland.
Right. That was LeBron. LeBron played for Cleveland, right?
LeBron played for Cleveland.
Okay.
Kobe was LA Lakers. And World Be Free was Golden State Warriors.
Okay. Hmm.
Ain't that a trip though,
It
y'all?
is. It is. You enjoying this, family? Because I sure am. For all of you who supported our Sheik and sent him a cash app, we appreciate you. His cash app is $ all rights reserved. Thank you so much for your generosity and for the exchange of energy. Thank you. And let me tell you, the Sheik really appreciates the conversations that you all have back and forth with him when you send him email. And he's very grateful when you all send him a gift. It makes his day. I talk to him almost every day. So he tells me like how much he enjoys talking to you all and how you're part of his tribe now. And he's so grateful. So thank you all. Thank you, family. If anybody wants to send him an email or go on his waiting list for his book, then send it to his email, which is de jour law. I'm looking for it right here, de jour law33 at gmail.com.
Hey, let me give a little shout out to Daryl Smith, Louise Ponciano, Kenneth Carter, Elaine Belizaire, Lydia Campbell, and Iris Taylor. Thank you all.
God is so good. Thank you, family. God bless you. Let me see if they have any more questions for you, Sheik.
Please.
What y'all say about 24? Is that somebody's number? Hmm. Two Americas are coming up. Face the nation. Huh. Oh, who died under suspicious circumstances? The basketball player?
Which
Oh,
one?
right, right. Who were you? Were you talking about LeBron? Who were you talking about a minute
Well,
ago?
we know. Okay, so here's the deal.
He became Miles Garrett, whoever it was that passed away. Yep, looked just like him too.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant, right?
Right. All right. Here's the deal with Kobe Bryant, y'all. And anybody can look this up. The day before they said Kobe died, LeBron James had just passed Kobe Bryant in the all-time scoring list. Okay?
Hmm.
One king must rise, one must fall for another one to rise. So
Okay.
therefore, Kobe's record fell for LeBron James, who's also known as the king, King James, right?
All right.
He rose, and then Kobe
Mm.
fell, right?
Mm.
Kobe fell at the age of 41. King.
Wow. Wow. Oh, let me show you the images. If y'all want to follow somebody on YouTube who talks about how these stars or characters, entertainers have doppelgangers or they have doubles and how they die or pass on and become another character, follow Conscious X on YouTube. CONSCIOUS, Conscious X. He breaks it down. And sometimes he's so good and so spot on when he talks about how these characters switch up that the character would then go on Instagram or go on social media and speak to him and either admit it or deny it. So follow Conscious X. Here is Kobe Bryant, and here is his doppelganger or his new character, Miles Garrett. Allegedly.
Right. All this stuff is some alleged stuff, y'all. And we're gonna start seeing a lot of the truth come out.
Hmm. Yeah.
You know, and I'm not one who's gonna be saying who's dead, who's alive. Even though I do really believe that Michael Jackson and Prince are still around, but
Hmm.
that's just me saying that.
Okay.
Um, and I'm not getting into any theory on that. I'm just going to just go with that and leave it alone.
That's right.
But I do know that we are going to be seeing a return of a deity,
Hmm.
and we're going to be seeing those deities are going to be melanated people, And when I say melanated, it doesn't have to be copper colored, y'all. It can just be melanated people, right? People that have color. Okay.
Oh, Sheik, Ty Speak said he just got a Stop Jewish Hate ad.
Oh, what is that about?
Maybe because we were talking about who the Jews are, but go ahead.
Hey. I like several Jews. And I'll tell you why I do, because
We are Jews too. Go
right.
ahead.
Yeah, if you know who you are, you're not gonna be hating on nobody just
Mm-mm.
because they're different from you. You know, the cool thing about being created in love, peace, truth, freedom, and justice is that you do learn how to accept people as they are. You do learn how to get along with other people. You do learn how to just say, hey, as long as you ain't trying to screw me over, I ain't trying to screw you over, we good.
That's right. That's right. I
That's
believe
all.
Tupac, Michael Jackson, and a few more will show up because the fact is they had to lay low. I apologize. Go ahead, Sheik.
No. It's good. Keep going. Keep going.
Right, Leslie. Leslie said we didn't like the word black at first. I remember my aunts and uncles despising that word when I was coming up. Better not call them black.
Because black does not connect you to a nation, y'all. It does not connect you to a land. But we're so used to it now. If you ask any 3-year-old, 4-year-old, they're going to say, I'm not black. I'm brown.
They sure will.
I'm mocha. I'm caramel. You know what I'm saying? They're
Yes.
going to be saying stuff like that because they know they're not that.
Mm.
And even in Africa, they don't call themselves black. They say, I'm Ghanaian. I'm Nigerian. I'm Kenyan.
Or here's another one. I'm Ashanti.
Come on, girl.
They go by tribe name.
Yes.
Go straight to Ashanti and
We're the
Igbo.
only ones with that BS because they indoctrinated us to do it so we wouldn't be able to claim our land. If we start going around saying, well, I'm Cherokee, I'm Choctaw, I'm Chickasaw, oh, it changes everything.
It sure does. Yes, Bobby Him is still alive. I know some people who's in contact with him.
I would love to meet Bobby Hemmett.
He's still alive. I know people that are very close to him. Some of the Moors are. Yes.
Hemmett is one of my greatest inspirations ever. Just so people know. I used to listen to Bobby Hemmett when I would just be on the highway traveling sometimes, right? I would not play no music, just listen to Bobby. And if y'all think I was dropping jewels, y'all need to check out some of Bobby Hemmett stuff.
My sons used to listen to him. That's how I found out who he was, like early 2000s. I was like, who's Bobby Hemmett?
But you know, the difference between he and myself is he goes into a real spiritual realm.
Okay.
And I give you all something that you can connect to from a third dimension to a fifth dimension. What's here in front of you, take that what's in front of you and connect to where you got to go spiritually. But Bobby goes straight to the spirit. But I love Bobby for that.
What'd you say, Brother Ronell Bay? When I grew up calling someone black, those were fighting words.
Yeah.
Balancing Gary said, you wake up studying gematria. Black is a legal term, all used by the white man. Well, white is a legal term too. Black means you have no standing in law. You're dead. And that was the status that was given to the Europeans that came over here. We were the free right persons on the land. They switched everything into reverse.
Everything about to change.
First is Chickasaw. Go ahead, King.
Just like I said, y'all, if y'all really ready for this, and I'm tell you something. Walk in your truth at all times. Right? Don't let nobody, try to bounce you off your square.
Mm.
Stand on your square, stay strong, walk in your truth. Y'all don't need all this paperwork to say that you are more and all this other stuff. Get rid of, don't worry about that right now. Because the very
Okay.
government that you're trying to walk away from is the very government that they're collapsing on their own.
Mm.
They're getting rid of it on their own.
Mm.
You don't have to prove that kind of stuff. Your skin tone is enough to tell you who you are and to tell them who you are. When they get these Roman soldiers and pull them in the streets, that's who you call your military,
Uh-huh.
your army, or your national guards. Those are
Yes.
going to be those are the Roman soldiers that are going to be coming through the streets, and those are the Roman soldiers that are going to be coming up to people's doors to say, if you're a non-American, we have to pull you out. We don't even worry about grabbing your bag full of clothes or nothing like that. You don't need that. Just come on with us. We're going to take you over to this school gymnasium so we can process you. Or we're going to take you over to this Walmart to process you. We're going to start
Mm.
doing stuff like that because we got to send you out of this country. So you either have a choice to leave voluntarily, or if you have to be forced out, you cannot ever come back.
Ooh.
Right? And
My Lord.
those who are the ones with the birthright will stay, right?
Right?
And those tariffs are going to be paid to the American people. And each one of you will be getting a dividend check for the rest of your life. And they'll be paying for your ancestors who passed away, like your mother or your father, who also had that birthright, and they stole from them. That will be paid back to you.
Mm. Thank you for that encouragement. Wow. Somebody mentioned Larry Hoover, Archangel. I don't really know Larry Hoover. I know people say hashtag free Larry Hoover. You know anything about him?
No, I don't know Larry Hoover
Okay. We
at
don't
all.
know. We don't know him, family. Oh, you've been on record as a Moor for a while, Snooky Bay. I should have known with your last name Bay. Oh, Top Hats was in my live the other day as Spencer Clark. Spencer says, check out Top Hats. He's fire with the Indians history. Yes, he was supposed to email me because I would love to have him on my show. He was in the chat. We were talking back and forth. Thank you, Spencer. That jogs my memory so I could reach out to him. Mm. So everything has sped up. The great reset has already started. The stock market crashed the other day. We saw that. Teachers are being let go. Judges and attorneys are being arrested. I have several articles that say judges are being arrested. And one of the articles say they're being arrested because they're involved in trafficking and cartel.
Yep.
That's some of the articles try to fact check you and tell you that's not true, but it is.
Well, let me say this. The cool thing is when you start listening to the news, y'all, and I don't know how many of you all watch news via CNN or MSNBC or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really giving you the real deal. They just give you
Okay.
like a watered down version of what's really going on.
Mm.
But when you start going to places like Rumble or YouTube or something like that, they're going to give you the real scoop, right?
Yeah.
And the opportunity that you have is to cross-reference what you just heard.
Mm.
If you thinking, well, that doesn't quite resonate with my spirit, let me dig deeper. You will find the answer, but don't rely on the information you're getting from CNN or MSNBC.
Right. Fake news.
Right.
Oh, who is
But
that?
but you're going to be hearing a lot of things from here on out. They're going to be talking about them coming after these white supremacist groups, right? Because they got to take them down. They had a whole march today in New York City, and these people were walking around with like a time clock. What's that thing called where you have the sand of time? Hourglass.
Oh.
The hourglass. But
Uh-huh.
they had these T-shirts that had hourglasses on it. But guess what? The hourglasses didn't have no sand in it.
Oh. Out of time? That
That
was
time
that?
is over completely.
Mm. Mm.
Right?
Mm. Yes.
Their time is over.
Mm.
There ain't no more time. You know, when you have the sand, and the sand only represented what? The sand of the beach, the sand of the ocean, the sand of
Right.
the water. We're no
Mm-hmm.
longer in the age of Pisces. Pisces is a fish that belongs to the sea. We're
Mm.
not dead and lost at sea. We're not dealing with that Caucasian that is dead and lost at sea, the skull and bones, the pirate. We're not dealing with that
Mm.
no more. Their time is up. So
Mm.
there ain't no more sand no more. It's the land.
Wow.
The time is over.
Mm. And so you said Kash Patel mentioned in his speech that they were going after the white supremacist groups.
White supremacist groups, he even named them all. I couldn't name all of them, but it's several of them. But he did say KKK, the Aryan Nation, and then he said even these motorcycle gangs.
Wow. Come on. Mm. Oh, somebody's going to answer who Larry Hoover was. Larry Hoover and several of our brothers were tribe members who were put in jail for doing nothing at one time. He was part of the gang members. That was turning things around for our people. You know why I don't get into that, Brother James? Because I hear people say that. I just, that they did so much good for our people. So you were the gang member, you were shooting, robbing, and selling drugs to folk, but then you changed around and you became a tribal member. Is that what we're saying? That's why I don't get involved in that, because I don't really know all the details. I don't support criminal behavior, selling drugs, being a gang member, but I do hear you. I just stay mute on it. Cause I'd be doggone if one of my sons say I'm a king and I'm a tribe member, but you done sold drugs to your own people. First, I'm gonna knock you up. Then I'm gonna send you on to your fathers, your
Right.
uncles. Then get your life together, and then come and talk to me about being a tribe member. That's just Dr. Kia Pruitt. I lived a circumspect
And
lifestyle, so I can't understand these people who do all this hell and mayhem, and then they're tribe members. Y'all pray for me. I'm not there yet.
I'm co-signing with you.
Okay, I'm not there yet.
We ain't doing that.
No, we ain't doing that. Womanizing and even some of them that say, "Well, I never great kids, but I love the women. I had a bunch of women." How you gonna be a leader? I don't know anything about this gentleman we're talking about. How you gonna be a leader, but you womanizing and hurting women's feelings and breaking their hearts and doing some underhanded things? But all of a
Well,
sudden, you want everybody to rally behind you and call you a king and a chief. I'm good.
let me say this, Dr. Kia, and I don't want to get too much on this particular relationship topic, but I just
Yes,
want to
sir.
say one thing. Let me say this.
Okay.
Most young men start out as puppies.
I agree.
Snakes and snails and puppy dog tails, right?
I agree.
And we start out as puppies, and we have this thing called puppy love, right? Now when we fall in love, we normally fall in love anywhere around the ages of 15 to 17 years old, right?
Right.
And we fall in love deep. And when that girl hurts our feelings, because she may have cheated on us with somebody else, or she went to the little high school game with some other dude, right?
Yes.
Our hearts are broken so much that the puppy becomes a dog. And we say, we ain't ever going to let another woman make me feel like this again. And I'm going
That's,
to hurt her before she has the chance to hurt me. You get where I'm going?
I understand what you're
And,
saying.
and that's where the dog and the men come from.
Hmm.
And if the dog and the man can get back to at least being a little bit of the puppy, right? Where we can say we can forgive somebody and not have to turn our own hurt into, victimizing somebody else. Somebody totally innocent who really wants to love us the right way, but we're so scared of being hurt like we got hurt before, right?
Yeah.
That's a problem for us men. And we're going to get you before you get us. And if people can learn how to communicate and get past that stuff, we can actually have real relationships. And that's as far as I'm going to go on the relationship thing.
I understand. I understand. Thank you. I hear you, Archangel. You said ask Chief Rod Hayes. I will. I will. Thank you. Yeah, I hear you, Sheik, about the relationship. You know, I told my sons, because one thing I notice is that people give men a lot of passes. Oh, they just, they hurt. Oh, they got egos. And I understand. I agree. And when they get hurt, and if somebody acts like a whore, then you treat her like the whore she is. I told my sons, because they were like, well, Mom, that's what they say. If she act like a whore, you treat like a whore. I say, you do that, and I'll beat your ass. Excuse my French. If a woman acts like a whore and I found out that you treated her like one, because that's what she act like, you're going to have to deal with me. And I don't think you want that. Now, of course, I don't know everything they did, but I think we give people so many passes, Sheik, that I do hear what you're saying. And even like with women, they just doing what men have done to them. When are people going to when are we going to train people how to be upright, and have integrity? I don't know, man. My sons have always told me that I'm a very hard person. I've always been hard. I've always been hard on my children. I've always been hard on people. Live right. Treat people right. Sister Janine says Larry Hoover and Chief Rod Hayes are two different people. I know, sister. I think they're saying I should ask Chief Rod Hayes who Larry Hoover is. I do hear people say free him. I don't know him. I don't know anything about him. And so I'm not trying to speak on his name. I just know that I've heard people talk about gang members and vice lords and drug dealers, how they were the real chiefs on the land. And I don't understand that type of behavior. I didn't come up like that. I don't understand that, family. Y'all had to pray for me. I don't understand it. I don't. But Sheik said I need to get off this relationship stuff, so I'll move on. Oh, Michelle said he was a tribe member and they labeled him a gang leader. But he didn't do any gang activity, sis. Is that what y'all saying? Okay, I don't know him. I don't know him. Okay. They all were young men and ahead of their time, is good and bad and everything. Yeah, I am, Will. I hear what you're saying. I do need to learn to have grace, because I ain't the one or the two. That, like they say, there's a reason they call me two. It's because I ain't the one. I don't give people excuses. Y'all pray for me. That's my shortcoming. That is. I can admit that. How you gonna be in the street? You ahead of your time, but we supposed to call you chief today. Well, maybe, because I do have. I believe in people. What you call it? I believe in redemption. You're right. Y'all right. Y'all right. I did grow up a Christian. I believe in that. You're right. The herbal says Chief Rod Hayes can explain Larry Hoover and gang members. Okay, because I think they said that the gang members started off like they were protecting the community. Is that right? And then they got infiltrated by police, and then they started fighting each other because of the police infiltration.
The whole thing is that you had people who were bought out by the police department.
Oh.
Okay. And when I say bought out, meaning like, look, we're going to give you $250,000. So we're going to give you $250,000, and we want you to pass out these guns in your community, right? Knowing that those who get the guns are irresponsible. Okay. Now we just paid you off to make sure that you gave all these people in your community guns. That's how the gangs start. They were, like you said, they were really peace people that didn't even
Mhm.
have guns.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Most of them were out there just trying to make sure that, hey, we're here for backup, making sure there's order.
Okay.
And then once they said, no, this is what we're going to do. We're going to pay you, and you're going to put these guns in your community. And that's what happened.
And then were they susceptible because they needed money?
They were easy to get to because who's going to turn down $250,000 when you broke? Some people have moral principles, but some people who need money need money. Those police officers knew whose
Mm.
mama was dying of cancer, or somebody daddy
Mm.
needed some medicine. They knew who to come after, who was
Mm.
vulnerable.
I
Just like
understand.
when they deal with those college players who need money for their families, and they're like, well, shit, I might as well go pro and get that money,
Right. You're right.
right?
You're
Because
right.
I need it now.
Mm. You making sense. Of course you are. I'm understand. I'm understanding.
Right on, right on.
Say's Garden says ghettos are created. Mm. I agree.
The
Ooh, yeah.
government the government created a bigger problem.
Okay.
They did not want us to have peace amongst ourselves.
Mm.
You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
They never wanted us to have peace. You go all the way back to Black Wall Street, right? We didn't need them for nothing.
No.
And because we didn't need them for nothing, that was too much for them.
Mm.
All they needed was some excuse of someone saying, some black man touched me in the elevator. Oh
Right.
no. So no, so we're gonna bomb the whole city because of some lie.
Mm.
We had our own banks, we had our own businesses. We didn't need them for jack, and we had our own land.
Yes, our own land. Mm.
And they bombed it, which was worse than anything they could have done. They don't even talk about they talk about the World Trade Center before they talk about Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Talking about the atrocity of the World Trade Center. That was the biggest atrocity because it was done by your own government.
Mm.
Even though 911 was done by your own government too.
Oh, yeah. Somebody said, don't forget Rosewood. We had Rosewood.
Yeah, but you had what's that, Lake Guinier up
You
there
know
in
that?
Georgia? They
Oh.
had flooded the whole thing by the breach of the dam, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a whole community of our people, and ain't nothing but now it's a cemetery underwater.
No.
And now they
No.
use it as a resort. But the spirits of our ancestors, it's so many drownings in that lake now because the spirits of our ancestors are snatching them people up.
Whoa. Mm.
You don't
Mm.
play on holy ground. Yeah, Lake Lanier. Thank you, Gloria.
Lake Lanier.
I said Guinier, but it's Lake Lanier. She's right.
Oh. Mm. Oh, I see it. Oscarville. Oscarville, also known as Lake Lanier. I never heard of that. Central Park too? Thank you, the Dillard. Wow. Massacres, floods, etc. Philadelphia too. Wow. So was it you that told me? I don't know who it was that told me that in all major cities they had fires.
I didn't say that.
You didn't? It might have been Dexter. They had fires in all the major cities and it was burning down stuff.
Well, a lot of major cities did have these big major fires when
Hmm.
you look back on it. But see, the thing is, they only burned down the stuff that they didn't want you to know nothing about.
Oh.
Think about let's think about something like Utah again where the Mormon are, the Moormen,
Mm-mm.
and all the records of the Moors are held in those mountains that you can't get to, but it's the highest security just about any place in the planet, right?
Okay.
And the reason why is that's where all the records of the Moors are. Remember now, the ancient Moabites are out of Moab, Utah,
Mm.
as in Moabites. And Latter Day Saints don't mean nothing but LDS. L is Lucifer, D is devil, and S is Satan.
What? Mm.
You
Wow.
remember when Barack Obama went up against Mitt Romney?
Yes.
It was the real Moor going up against the fake Mormon.
Mm.
And that's when Romney started, and he was from Utah,
Yeah. Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
The real Moor going up against the fake Moor.
Mm.
That's all this ever has been.
Okay. Mm. Yep. The real Jew against the fake Jew. The real Moor against the fake Moor. The real
Correct.
whites against the fake whites.
Right.
Mm.
Now we're going into everlasting life.
Okay.
Everlasting life, immortality. And once we learn that we only recycle, we don't die, we just recycle.
We
Right?
multiply.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go, baby's kids, but but for real, we just recycle. And that means, when the body dies, the spirit leaves the body and it goes into another portal. The portal
Mm.
is the vagina,
Okay.
and it comes out into another. It claims another body, which is
Mm.
inside the mother's womb,
Okay.
and then that spirit goes into there, and then it comes out that portal,
Mm.
the vagina.
Wow. Beautiful.
It's real beautiful. So somebody who may have lost their mother or father over the last year or two,
Yeah.
don't be too sad because they have been
Mm.
reborn into another beautiful family and they're being loved on somewhere. Because when you recycle, you come back in a better form than you did originally. So even if you were born into poverty the first time, you come out
Mm.
better than that circumstances that you just left.
Mm.
Because you have to ascend at all times. You rise. That's why they took the book of Enoch out of the Bible because they were talking about death and what the real deal of death is. Imagine if they left the book of Enoch in the Bible and you
Oh.
knew that you recycled. You think they could control you for 400 years?
Mm-hmm.
If you knew that you were able to recycle, you'd just be like, shit, it's time to recycle, y'all.
I don't know, Sheik. I tell you all the time, I don't want to come back.
I know you said that. I know you said that, but hey,
I try my every day when I wake up, I do my best to live my highest self, to live in integrity, truth, and honor, to be the best version of myself, so that I can learn all the lessons I can right now. Because I have no desire to come back here. I don't care if it's heaven on earth.
you know what though, and I understand that because I'm gonna tell you something. When you had to live most of your life behind the eight ball and being mistreated by so many things and so many hurdles, you get tired. Who wants to come back to that?
But even if, but I don't see the point. I think it's foolish. I think whatever beings created us is evil. This is just me. That I'm telling you, I got shortcomings. And I think to cut somebody's telomeres off so that they can die early and then decipher their souls over and over through on the moon so they can come back and repeat their life, I think that's evil. I know they say, oh, you get a second chance and oh, you get to come back. I don't like that. That's not an ideology that feels good to me. And people cry, people die, and we gotta cry and miss our family members. Even the Bible says death is our enemy. I get where you're going. It just doesn't feel well to me. It doesn't feel right. Death, leaving here, coming back. That's to me, that's what do you call it? Torture. Then you got to have your other family members die and deal with funerals. Not that's torture. I don't care if heaven is on earth again. I never want to come back to this place. But now, if the celestial realm on the other side of the ice walls exist like they say it does, I'll go there. But I don't want to come back here.
Let me say this, and I respect your position.
Thank you, Sheik.
All right, so if something happens to you, I say, well, I know she ain't coming back. So, right?
Tell them don't cry over me either, Sheik. I don't want no tears.
But see, the whole thing about them having their celebrations down there in New Orleans when someone passed, they celebrate. They celebrate.
I like that.
Because they know this is not the end. They know it. Who are the oldest indigenous people on the planet?
Washita.
And where were they from?
Louisiana.
So they know. They know. You celebrate death because you know that you coming back into a higher form. But I'm sorry if you don't want to come back at all. That's okay.
I can't hear you, Sheik. I can't hear you. Okay.
Another planet.
That's better. I couldn't hear you. I can hear you now.
It was somebody was calling. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Whatever purpose I serve, I want to know that I'm serving it for the betterment of our people and for the planet and for man, for man or mankind, if mankind still exists. Whatever that is, I just want to make sure that I'm in a position to make the world better.
Amen.
No matter what.
Yes, sir.
Because the greatest thing ever is peace. And if we can keep on striving for peace,
yes. Yes.
Okay. Well.
All right. Any final words, Sheik? Because you went in tonight. You have blessed our soul. Any final words?
Thank you, people. Anybody who showed me love, keep showing me love. I'm still adding things to the 5th volume and final chapter of our book because it's about the transition in power. I have done 5 volumes that I'm going to be releasing. I want to probably release one every 3 months or so, right? But I want people to know that I am getting it done. And I will start that printing process. And all you all who have joined or subscribed to my page, which is Jacob Bey 1465. If you haven't done it, do it now, and I'll give you the updates. I'm not going to be taking, this is not going to be a commercial thing. I'm only going to be taking donations of $41 on up. If you want to do that, that's on you. But we're going to start with $41 because we're going to put power and energy into the book, okay? Because this is going to last and it's going to help generations and generations and generations. But I just want y'all to hit me up via email so I can put you on the list. That's dejurelaw33@gmail.com. DEJURELAW33@gmail. She's about to post it up.
I am. Any shout outs for anybody, people that sent you a cash app you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, the last one I wanted to shout out to was Scott. I don't know his last name, but somebody named Scott just sent me a little love offering. I appreciate it, brother.
And I also want to give shout outs to people that bless the Sheik of the Soul Tribe. Thank you so much. His Cash App is $ all rights reserved. You can send him an email to dejourlaw33@gmail.com. There's also Moore's rights reserved. Is that
Yeah.
right?
More rights.
More rights reserved. If the Cash App at all rights reserved does not work, then you can go to more rights reserved. Here it is right here. I appreciate you all. Shout out to our moderator, Janine, also known as Mayoshi. We appreciate you keeping the chat flowing and being here early, making sure everybody stays in high vibrations. Thank you all for your energy and your time. Thank you also, Scott. Scott, you sent me something as well. Thank you for blessing both the Sheik and Dr. Kia Pruitt. I appreciate you. So, Scott, you are a blessing to us. Brother Jonathan, thank you for the Cash App gift. Brother Ian, thank you so much for the gift. Sister Maxine, thank you. I appreciate you. Shamina, what a beautiful name. Thank you. I appreciate you. Brother Kenneth, of course, my friend Mayoshi, the moderator, thank you so much. Helen, thank you. AKB Wellness. Ooh, I love that. I'm going to have to find out what kind of wellness center you run. Thank you. Perlia, thank you. John, thank you. LaForest, thank you. And Arthur, God bless you all. We appreciate you. You know, if we find out anything, family, between now and tomorrow, we'll be back, right? Who is Sister Myra Moss? Somebody said Sister Myra Moss. Okay, are y'all telling me I need to contact? I've seen her on some YouTube channels. All right, I think we're about done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have no other words. I'm good to go.
He's good to go. Everything sped up. Basically, that's what he said. The Great Reset has happened. So stay encouraged, family. You heard from the Sheik of the Soul Tribe, Sheik Jacob Bey. My name is Dr. Kia Pruitt. I trust that I've said something to raise your vibrations and inspire you to create the most amazing, magnificent life that you deserve. We love you, family. Good night. Sleep well. Peace. I'll call you, Sleep.
Good night.
Good night.
Dr. Kia Pruitt, shining wisdom's light, teaching soul tribe how to see through the night. Ancient scriptures and bloodlines she knows, spreading truth wherever she goes. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer
day. I love that. I love the song, family.
Through her channel, knowledge flows, breaking chains that hold us close, teaching paths to abundance and wealth, guiding others to free themselves.
I see Code One Film in the room, in the house. We got to get you back on the show, Code One Film. He's another Moore that drops knowledge about what's really going on behind the scenes.
Oh, Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day. From currencies to investments divine, she's helping her tribe to realign with wisdom, ancient and new.
Yes, Sister Belinda, I was a very hard parent, and I just didn't believe in giving people excuses. I was very hard on my children. I taught them how to live upright. And, they may have made some mistakes. I'm sure they did make mistakes, but I just, I don't like the fact that we give people excuses and let them, I know people have to grow, but at some point we have to be adults and elders and tribal leaders and teach people how to live a circumspect lifestyle, to live righteously, to live perfectly. Perfect means to be whole, to make as few mistakes as possible. I don't believe people can't be perfect. I don't believe people cannot live a circumspect lifestyle. That's just me. But I'm going to get off that because we all have our path to chart and everybody's not perfect. You feel me? But be as perfect as you can. Especially if we are telling ourselves that we are leaders and chiefs. I wasn't one of those ones that say, I don't want to go. I raised my hand early as a child. Send me, I'll go. You feel me? I'm going to do my best to try to live as righteously as possible. All right, family, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the Sheik of the Soul Tribe. This was such a wonderful show, family. I appreciate you so much. Things are speeding up. Hi, Monica. Netanyahu's on the live. You turn your volumes up. Happy reset, family. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you on tomorrow. It's my song too. Face the Nation. I love it. I love it. You're welcome. We're so honored to have all of you here. All of you are amazing. See you, Brother Tony. All of you are a reflection of me. You are my mirror and my reflection. So thank you. Whoever you are, that's who I am. I love that. This is another thing I had to teach myself. If I see something in somebody that I love and I support, it's because it resonates with me. That's who I am. Likewise, when I see things in people that really bothers me or irritates me, it's probably something that's in me. I'm seeing a reflection of something in me that I need to work on. Isn't that deep? So I'm going to leave on that. I love you all. Have a good night. Tomorrow is a beautiful day. It's Thursday. Make it a great day, and let's see what happens on the horizon. Peace and prosperity upon you all. Good night.